David versus Goliath. That is how this small business owner is describing his new fight against Sprint.
41 Action News investigator Jessica McMaster uncovers the man's lawsuit accusing Sprint of corporate bullying.
It all began in 2012 when Sprint filed this lawsuit against the owner of Middleman Inc. It accuses him of things like stealing subsidies and running an overseas cell phone trafficking scheme. And while that lawsuit is finished, the owner says he's not.
Trying to put an end to this bullying scheme that they are doing nationwide.
Malicious prosecution, defamation. All accusations Sprint is facing in a lawsuit filed by owner of Middleman Inc., Brian Vasquez, and his attorney, David Marcus.
They had no basis in fact for what they said about Brian or his company.
Vasquez accuses Sprint and its attorneys of filing what he and his attorney call a false cookie-cutter scheme lawsuit aimed at cutting Vasquez out of the wireless customer business. In 2012, Sprint filed a lawsuit against Vasquez, accusing him and his Kansas City business of things like stealing subsidies, running an overseas cell phone trafficking scheme, and trademark infringement. But Vasquez says Middleman Inc. doesn't operate that way.
We pretty much just, help one customer get rid of something they didn't need and help another customer with something they did need.
While the lawsuit dragged on for nearly 3 years, in the end, Vasquez was only found guilty of one of the 13 charges filed against him, breach of contract. A judge ordered him to pay Sprint $1, even though the company asked for more than $700,000 in damages.
If spending $500,000 of your client's money to go after two defendants and recovering $1 from one of those defendants is a win, then the bar at that firm's pretty low.
Marcus says all along, Sprint knew the things they were accusing Vasquez of weren't true.
They knew it was false and they kept going, hoping he'd settle, hoping he'd walk away, and he never did, and that's why we're here.
But Marcus and Vasquez say many business owners do walk away.
They've been successful because a lot of the individuals or companies, they don't have the resources like Sprint does, and they are scared, horrified, and they just want it to go away. So a lot of times they're just selling so they can try to move on.
While a representative from Sprint wouldn't agree to an interview, they did send us this clip, standing by their initial claims.
We're taking a stand against traffickers to preserve our ability to offer affordable wireless devices. We've been able to preserve subsidies and discounts for legitimate consumers and have also assisted law enforcement in bringing criminals to justice. To be clear, Mr. Vasquez and his company are traffickers, not competitors of Sprint.
Still, Vasquez says Middleman Inc. continues to thrive. He hopes his lawsuit will encourage the owners of other small businesses to stick up for themselves and never settle.
If I can just help one other individual, then I feel like I've been successful.
Now, that lawsuit's been moved from state court to federal court. However, Vasquez's attorney says they're trying to get it brought back to Kansas. I'm investigator Jessica McMaster, 41 Action News.